In today's video, I'm going to answer a question from one of my readers, Al Rahim, who asked me, am I too old to start a business? So he said he's 53 years old, he wants to start a business in the fitness industry, and he's worried that he's too old and wanted me to be brutally honest with him to say if he's too old or not to start a business. So Al Rahim, you're not too old to start a business. Just like some people aren't too young to start a business, you're never too old to start a business, as long as it's really something that you're passionate about and you feel you can add a lot of value to. And I wanted to share two quick stories that hopefully will help give you some guidance and motivation to want to start your business. The first is a man named Ray Kroc, who's 52 years old. He had his gallbladder removed, he had arthritis, he had diabetes, and he started a company called McDonald's. 52 years old. And he was convinced that the best days were still ahead of him, even though he had all these medical ailments. Now, if you're in the personal fitness industry, I'm sure you're going to be in much better health than Ray Kroc was, and he was 52. So you only got 1 year older than Ray Kroc. The second one is Harlan Sanders, and he started a company called Kentucky Fried Chicken, or KFC. And he was 66, he was bankrupt and 66, and that's when he started up KFC, and again was able to turn it into a hugely successful company. So don't let age be a negative factor for you. A lot of things that hold entrepreneurs back from starting a business or from growing their business are these negative, limiting personal beliefs. And that's all it is. It's nothing actually stopping you except for your limiting beliefs. And anytime you want to make the next growth in yourself or in your business, it usually starts with overcoming a limiting personal belief that you have. So you're not told to start a business. Go out there, follow your passion, get excited about it, make sure you add a ton of value to the people who you're going to be helping, and you'll build a successful business.
I believe that you have earned the right to follow your passion just by being born. You were born. I believe you should have the right to go off and do whatever it is that you want to do. Now, it doesn't mean you're going to be successful, which I think is at the core of Dane's point here. Just because you are following your passion, it doesn't mean you're going to make money doing it. But I don't think you have to go work a job that you hate for a decade until you earn the right to go off and do the thing that you love. I think in a 2019, 2020 environment, we've proven that it doesn't have to take an insane amount of time for you to achieve financial success. The trick is to figure out how can you combine that thing that you love doing with something that serves other people so that you can make money doing it and it's not just a hobby for you that fills your soul. But I believe that the fastest way to make a lot of money is to be an entrepreneur, not to be an employee somewhere else. And if you want to be an entrepreneur, the lesson that comes up over and over and over and over again from all the people that I have profiled is you have to do the thing that you love. You have to follow your passion. Otherwise, think about it. You're going up against people who love the thing that they're doing. You are competing with somebody who absolutely loves this thing, and for you, it's just a strategy. You're gonna lose. The people who love what they're doing will beat you every single day of the week, and so instead of fighting an unfair fight, you want to tilt the odds in your favor and do the thing that you love. Now, I don't know if this is a North American mindset versus an Asian mindset. I just think it's a reality of what we're living in right now. I think people want to be entrepreneurs. People realize that young people can become millionaires super quick, and you don't have to go and work for somebody else for a decade before you've earned the right to do it. I think you were born, you have the right to go off and chase down your dreams. It doesn't mean you're going to be successful, but you have the right to go off and chase it down. One other quick point Dane made was that because you're following your passion means you're going to stay inside your comfort zone. Maybe that's a personality thing. I'm coming on the exact opposite. I think by following your passion, it forces you to do the things that are crazy, that are outside your comfort zone, because otherwise you would quit. It reminds me of a famous Steve Jobs quote.
People say you have to have a lot of passion for what you're doing, and it's totally true. And the reason is because it's so hard that if you don't, any rational person would give up. It's really hard. And you have to do it over a sustained period of time. So if you don't love it, if you're not having fun doing it, and you don't really love it, you're going to give up. And that's what happens to most people, actually. If you really look at the ones that ended up, being successful, unquote, in the eyes of society, and the ones that didn't, oftentimes it's the ones that are successful loved what they did so they could persevere when it got really tough. And the ones that didn't love it quit because they're sane. Right? Who would want to put up with this stuff if you don't love it? So it's a lot of hard work, and it's a lot of worrying constantly. And if you don't love it, you're going to fail. So you got to love it. You got to have passion.
I look at myself as an example. I'm an introvert. This is not comfortable for me, or at least it wasn't. I've done 6,000 something videos, so I got a little more comfortable doing it. I was super uncomfortable making videos. I had to have my sister come and press the record button and focus and then leave the room because I couldn't make videos with her in the room. I had anxiety getting up on stage. I had anxiety creating content. All of this work that I do right now, I would never normally have done. But the thing that gets me through it is I love helping entrepreneurs. And so this is the path. The fact that I have a mission and a purpose and I'm following the thing that I love pushes me outside my comfort zone. And so I'd love to know what you guys think. If you are following your passion, is it keeping you inside your comfort zone, keeping you safe, or is it helping you do the bigger, scarier things in your business? But to address the main part of this video, really what Dane's talking about is get into survival. How do you get to survival mode? And he's saying, do whatever it takes. You have to provide for your family. You have to provide for yourself. You have to make sure you have a place to go home to. And then once you get there, you go off and follow your passion, do the thing that you love. Let's address get into survival. I'm gonna give you 3 ways to do it while also following your passion. Step number 1 is find a job where you're going to learn. If you're not going to stay at home with your parents, if you don't want to cut the budget all the way down so you can survive anywhere, if money's an issue for you, go get a job. The point of a job, though, isn't just to make money. This is what's really important. The point of a job is to learn. You are learning while you're getting paid. Instead of paying for an education, you are getting paid. You're getting paid to make mistakes. You're getting paid to get experience. You're getting paid to make contacts and understand how the industry works. Whatever it is that you love doing, whatever it is that you aspire to be. If you want to be in real estate, if you love real estate, you know that real estate is your thing, then the best thing you can do to start with is go find somebody who is in the real estate game and go work for them for X amount of time. Go work for them, learn from them, understand how the industry works. Maybe they'll be even the first person to invest into your company. So step number 1 in following your passion and surviving is get a job, but inside your industry doing work that you love. Step number 2 is figure out when you can quit. So you're working your job and you start your side hustle on the side, building up your business, following down your dreams, your passion, eventually to have your own company. You're starting to make some money. At what point can you quit your job and go do this thing full time? Both from a financial perspective, how much money do you need to be making from your side hustle so that you can quit your job and go full time on this thing? But also from an education perspective, like have you learned everything you need to learn? You're getting mentored. Remember, the point of having a job is to make money, yes, but to learn. So you're getting mentored. Have you learned everything that you need to learn from this mentor of yours? If not, maybe you want to stay where you're at. But if you have, if you know what your number is, here's how much I need to make to survive. I'm making that my side hustle. I'm not getting any mentorship anymore. Great, leave and go full time on your company. And step number 3 is to combine your passion with what serves others. If you are only doing something that you love but doesn't help somebody else out, you have a hobby. You've got a great hobby that is fun for you to do in your own time, in your own home. But to Dane's point, you will never be successful just doing what is a hobby for you. You have to find a way to make money doing it. On the other hand, though, if all you're doing is chasing down opportunity, you're just finding where the next market is, but you don't love doing that thing, you may make a little bit of money, but the people who actually change the game are the ones who actually love doing that thing. And so you have to combine those 2 things together. What you absolutely love doing with where there's a market for, a problem that you are solving, people that you are serving who will pay you for that expertise, for that knowledge, for that wisdom, for that product. If you want my perspective on how to sell more product, check out the video right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.
And is having a hard time doing cold calling and getting through to the decision maker, either always gets the voicemail or gets the gatekeeper receptionist.